HealthSouth is among the nation's largest owners and operators of inpatient rehabilitation hospitals. Over the years, Gresham Smith & Partners has had the opportunity to work with them on the design of several facilities throughout the United States, including the development of their current prototype facility. When we were selected to be the lead design firm for the HealthSouth Rehabilitation Hospital of Western Massachusetts, there were several aspects of it that we knew would be unique and special right from the start. HealthSouth wanted to stay in the heart of the city, so the site that was selected for that replacement facility was part of a brownfield redevelopment project along the Chicopee River in the city of Ludlow. The site has historic significance, and it once served as a rope mill dating back to the late 1800s. The town grew around Ludlow Mills, which at the time was one of the largest employers. So as the first project to be undertaken within the Ludlow Mills redevelopment district, the design of the HealthSouth facility really had the opportunity to influence the tone of this overall community redevelopment and bring more jobs to the city of Ludlow. When we go into a community to establish that facility, that hospital, we want it to become part of their fabric, part of who they are as a community. Drawing from that area, we want to do that. And we had kind of an added variable to deal with in terms of the actual stock houses and the history of the redevelopment district. For us, it was very fulfilling in that regard. The design called for reuse of 100,000 bricks from the demolished stock houses to be a featured element of the building's facade. The reuse of the bricks, as well as 4,000 yards of the site's crushed debris that was used for general fill, were all part of the design and construction elements that are intended to support the building becoming LEED Silver certified. To that end, from an energy reduction standpoint, high-efficiency HVAC systems were installed and roof-mounted photovoltaic cells capable of generating 60 kilowatts of power were installed. They serve, among other things, to power the building's hot water system, and over the long term, this strategy will result in a 20% reduction of energy consumption and real cost savings.
The most innovative part of the facility is really creating that connection to the community. You know, it's something intangible. The flow patterns, you know, it has a lot of movement, simulating that whole river theme with the river currents and just having that continuous flow throughout the facility. So there's no starting point and there's no ending point, and it just keep on evolving. We also understand that therapy occurs throughout the facility and not just at the therapy gym. One innovative element we've worked to incorporate into this facility and other HealthSouth projects is the use of flow patterns with marked distances along the corridors. This allows for gait training to occur regularly throughout the day as patients move through the facility to go to therapy, dining, or group activities. This means therapists don't need a special area for gait assessments and are able to observe progress in a more natural condition. An interesting element of the interior that adds to the earthy feel is the beautiful wood planks that clad the interior walls of the main lobby. The planks are made from about 240 linear feet of reclaimed timber from the site that was refurbished by a local wood mill. These beautiful wood planks create a warm, welcoming atmosphere at the front door and provide a unique backdrop for the HealthSouth logo located behind the reception desk. You know, the green component of this project, you know, it benefits not only the environment, but, you know, us as human beings. In reality, it benefits all living things. You know, and that was one of my most proud moments in this project.
We received a letter from Wes Pippin, who was a patient at the facility back in December, you know, just as the project had opened. And it was one of those rare opportunities to get the first-hand feedback from a patient's perspective of the facility you just had designed. And the nice thing about that was it captured the sense of both Mr. Pippin and, in general, the community itself, and how they were perceiving the facility and what the design had to offer. And one of the things that we really enjoyed about it is the team had done a very concerted effort to infuse into the design a lot of the history of the site and a lot of the characteristics of the surrounding neighborhood and the river into the design. And oftentimes you do that on other projects and you don't know if what you're doing is actually going to be conveyed or if it's going to be picked up by the staff or the patients there in the facility. But to get that kind of feedback from Mr. Pippin and to realize, hey, what we did really, rang true to the spirit of Ludlow, and he recognized it, and more of the community was going to recognize it in the future. We really felt, like we had hit a home run.